Madam Toastmasters, fellow members and most welcome guests, is it not amazing how many things we take for granted these days? As if they are always been there, and as if we could not live without them, as if they're just as natural as fire being hot or water being wet, when in fact they are nothing more than miracles. As Tchaikovsky once said one day, aeronautics was neither an industry nor a science, it was a miracle. As long as man first walked upon the face of the earth, man dreamt of flying. We gazed at the birds with envy and said we would like and wanted to join them. But we couldn't. For unlike birds, we do not have wings to lift off. Or unlike feathers carried away in the wind. We just can't float in the air. We are too heavy. In that respect, man has more in common with a pebble than with a noble bird of prey. Flying requires two things, lift or buoyancy, and man has got neither. Let's therefore think back to the first pioneers who in flimsy balloons vanquished gravity with their burning flame of ingenuity. Mankind then floated into the air with the force of hot air. But man is, however, always in a hurry to go somewhere where the wind may not always be blowing, or somewhere when the wind may not be directing him towards you. But while a steam-powered ship could mightily sail against the wind, how could man fly against the own element? How could man vanquish the element and fly against the wind and win the fight against Mother Nature herself? How could we? But there was an answer. We built our own wings to do it. Feeble wings made of wood and cloth. But in order to go beyond, and with that we could glide in the wind, just jump above a cliff and glide. But obviously, you still need one more thing if you need to go somewhere. You need an engine, you need power. But an engine is an heavy thing. And the more powerful it is, the heavier it is. And the heavier you are, well, the less of a lift you've got. And then the winnable race was therefore began between power and weight. But yet, where Daedalus and his disciple Icarus once failed, engineers and pilots would succeed, not with muscle, feather, or wax that would melt in the sun rays and send Icarus falling down into the sea, but with the power of high-octane gasoline and combustion engines. How many young men, young aviators in their ever more powerful machines, embarked on this great adventure of blazing their trail in the unknown skies, leaving loved one behind in their snug and warm home, with just a kiss and a promise to return home. And yet they did return, only to roar back into the skies, to battle the winds and the stars, going ever further and jumping above the tallest mountains, bridging a sea and guided only by compasses and the stars of the obsidian skies, landing where there were no lights, following into the footsteps of the mail ships to carry with them letters, stamps, by airmail, par avion. Artisan-made machines of glass and wood gave way to carefully tailored aeroplanes made up of steel and duralumin. Flying machines tailored by craftsmen and draughtsmen to be bigger, lighter, and faster at the same time. Flying machines tailored to fight the winds of Aeolus with the burning fires of mankind's genius. Mighty jet turbines to propel the next generation above the clouds, further, faster, and higher than any before, like banshees screeching in the wind. Just a mere half-century after man first took to the skies, cabin pressurization enabled passengers to fly above the cloud, feeling as they had never left the surface of the earth. Radio wave enabled their liners to navigate their ways across the waves, building super highways in the skies. Planes now crossed fogs like ghosts of the underworld, guided by computers and the magic of electronics. Millions, hundreds of millions, and now billions took up to the north friendly skies, transforming strange names from tall tales into pictures on postcards home and cherished happy memories. Long weeks of sailing on uncertainties turned into hours of comfortable flying above storms and tempests. The pinnacle of the miracle happened when for the first time in their history mankind could contemplate the sun rising in the west from the edge of space, the edge of heavens, and the edge of dreams. Let us therefore contemplate the miracle that was. Let us, after having tasted flight, forever walk the earth with our eye turned skyward, for there we have been, and there we returned. Let us look forward to the miracle of once again flying faster than the sun itself, to arrive in New York before we had left London. But let us also not forget the eyes and brain looking at the obsidian skies, or their radar screen in their control center. Benevolent angel guiding our journeys among the heavens themselves. Let us also remember the young men and women that didn't come back to their snug home, but whose ultimate sacrifice enabled a miracle to happen. Thank you.